Dear GMAIN aspirants, this is Sudha Lingamneni, Chemistry Department, Sri Vasishta Educational Institutions. Let us chit chat about cracking GMAIN smartly. So now the learning phase is finished. Now we are in a time to write or give examination smartly without silly mistakes. Silly mistakes are because of reading question improperly. That's why silly mistakes. So focus on questions, focus on units, everything. Start your examination with chemistry, which is most scoring subject and most time saving subject. Most time saving subject, which is very, very important. Most of the questions are direct NCERT based. So that 15 to 20 questions we can do within 25 minutes. So that we can save time to do maths and physics. So chemistry is not difficult. It is mark scoring subject and your final rank deciding subject. So do chemistry fastly and clearly. It is possible if you read NCERT regularly. Then only we can do fastly. Once again, chemistry is fast scoring, easy scoring subject that boosts you, that gives confidence to do the next subjects, physics and maths. Now come to the weightage of the topics. If you see the previous questions, 12th standard questions are more than 11th standard. So give priority to 12th standard. For example, in physical chemistry, we have solutions, kinetics and electrochemistry. See. Solutions, chemical kinetics, electrochemistry, second year portions. So give more importance to these topics when compared to the first year. In first year, give priority to thermodynamics. Priority to thermodynamics and then redox reactions and ionic equilibrium. So once look at the previous questions, see here, 2024, 170 questions in April session, 175 questions in January session in 12th standard. The same way, 2025, 135 questions in April attempt, 137 questions in Jan. Altogether, more number of questions are coming from 12th standard when compared to 11th. So give more priority to 12th standard questions. Come to physical chemistry part. First, you focus on formulae. See whether the problem is given in log base 10 or natural log. Then concentrate on units. Then assumptions. Assumptions means in problems within the brackets. Such words will be given. Assume ideal solution. Assume dilute solution. That gives lot of information to do the problems so that calculation part is simple. So concentrate on this. And the next important point, graphs. So identify graphs given there, very, very important, these graphs. Now see one by one. First part, some basic concept of chemistry, that is mole concept, equivalent weights, which are base for most of the physical chemistry topics. If you are perfect in mole concept and equivalent weights, very comfortably you can do solutions, you can do electrochemistry, you can do equilibrium topics. So, be perfect in mole concept. Next, come to the atomic structure. So most of you are, I think, comfortable with this chapter, atomic structure. Learn all formulae. So many formulae are there in mole concept, especially Bohr's theory, de Broglie's theory, Heisenberg's uncertainty principles. Write all formulae with different units. Then Concentrate on nodes, nodal regions, angular nodes, all these points, which are very easy to answer and easy scoring also. So don't miss the mark in atomic structure, which is very friendly to you. This one. Next, redox reactions. Very easy. You write different redox reactions. In this, learn balancing of equations. And mainly, we are getting disproportionation reactions directly and oxidation numbers of individual elements. For example, oxidation states of individual elements. For example, S4O6 minus 2. Write oxidation state of each sulfur. Means we should know the structural formula. S here write oxidation state of each sulfur means number of covalent bonds is one oxidation state. This sulfur is getting surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and don't count the bond between S and S. The oxidation state is because of electronegativity difference. So count only these 5 bonds. So plus 5, this is plus 5, middle sulfurs are 0, 0. Like this, 3 examples are given in NCERT. Revise NCERT. Don't depend only on your notebook. Read notebook, verify NCERT examples. 3 examples are given in NCERT textbook. This one S4O6, C3O2, Br3O8. But any example based on number of covalent bonds surrounded by that particular element, you can write oxidation state. So concentrate such type of questions. Redox reactions. Next, thermodynamics, which is little bit confusing. So read concepts thoroughly. The main problem here, sign convention. Plus, minus. In heat of reactions or in delta G calculations, in all these cases, the main problem, sign convention, then units. Be careful about this. So, once again go through. Do all the problems from NCERT textbook, especially from thermodynamics. Sometimes directly in text questions and exercise questions are given in GMAIN. So if you do those problems, we'll get confidence in thermodynamics. Chemical and ionic equilibrium. Frequently we are getting questions from ionic equilibrium. Here, focus on pH. So if pH covers complete chapter here, then salt hydrolysis, then buffers, and then solubility product. Concentrate on pH, salt hydrolysis, buffer, solubility product. Each one is more important here and comfortably you can do regularly these 4: pH, salt hydrolysis, buffer and solubility product in case of ionic equilibrium. Now come to the 12th standard. Solutions. All concentration terms, molarity, normality, molality, all concentration terms and their interrelation. Concentrate on that. Next, colligative properties. Colligative properties. Learn all this. Here also once again, learn formulae, apply in proper way. Next, electrochemistry. We'll see detail this chapter. Then in case of kinetics, mainly see examples of order of the reaction. Examples of order of the reaction, then graphs. Examples of order of the reactions and graphs in case of kinetics. Once again, avoid silly mistakes in the calculation, see assumptions given in the question carefully, units conversions, and whether it is a log base 10 or natural log, and revise formulae regularly and apply that in proper way. In electrochemistry, so one of the memorizing part is batteries. Here I have given only primary cell. So in this way, you prepare the secondary cell chart. If you prepare your own notes, easily you can recollect that. That's why even here, I am giving primary cell. You prepare the chart of secondary cell like this. In textbook, we have 2 examples for primary, 2 examples for secondary cell, fuel cells and corrosion. Concentrate, learn all these. And more frequently, some questions are given in matching type or statement-wise type questions. That's why learn these batteries thoroughly. You make like this. Example of primary cell. What is anode used? What is cathode? What is electrolyte? And what are the reactions? And reactions at anode, cathode, especially in secondary cell. During discharging, what are the reactions? During charging, what are the reactions? More frequently, such type of questions are given in pre-mains. Here, they are not twisting the questions, directly they are asking the questions. So that recollection is very, very important here. Recollection part is very important, which is possible if you read all those concepts these 10 days regularly. In chemical kinetics, in this also it is also more weightage chapter, and mainly focus on graphs. Different varieties of graphs are given in kinetics. Units of rate constant. From the units of rate constant, easily we can recollect what is the order of the reaction. So, focus on this and learn all types of graphs involved. Then, examples of zero order and first order from the NCERT. Otherwise, it is difficult to recollect all so many examples of order of the reactions, which is not based on balanced equation. That is from experimental data. That's why learn whatever example is given in the NCERT textbook. And in case of first order, frequently we are getting problems based on gas phase reactions. So one example is given in the textbook, go through that practice. And general mistake I have written here, this 2N2O5 gives rise to N2O4 plus O2, given data is this one. So initial pressure 0.5. At 100 seconds, the total pressure is 0.512. We have written initial 0, 0. Now, 0.5, generally we will do this mistake. 0.5 minus x. Because our formula is K 2.303 by T log P naught by P naught minus x. So blindly we follow this one, P naught by P naught minus x. But we are ignoring here how much amount is consumed. So focus such type of mistakes. See, general mistake. Instead of writing 2x, fastly we are writing 0.5 minus x. So avoid this type. So see, according to the stoichiometry, use how much amount is consumed. Then substitute here. So that is a common mistake in case of these gas phase reactions. So once again, focus on graphs. If you know rate constant unit, you can understand order of the reaction. Learn examples from NCERT. Then first order gas phase reactions. So come to inorganic chemistry. Only one slogan for inorganic. NCERT. That is a mantra for inorganic chemistry. Read NCERT line to line, that gives definite mark. By seeing the question itself, you can recognize the answer within seconds, which is time saving. That is the importance of NCERT. Immediately, by seeing the question, we can recognize if you read this line by line. So, for inorganic chemistry's sake, you read NCERT textbook line to line. Here, P block, D and F block, coordination compounds. These two topics very important. Every year, minimum 2 questions we are getting from coordination and D and F block. So to do inorganic chemistry, focus. General trends. These general trends we'll get from periodic table. If you learn periodic table, we can follow general trends. But here and there are some irregularities, especially in third group, fourth A group. Irregularities are there. You focus on such type of irregularities. Our general trends easy to remember. Next, wherever exceptions are there, focus on that, which is very important. Next, color, oxidation state and structures. Color, oxidation states and structures. If you focus on these points, easily we can cover all inorganic questions. So in case of D block, you make note like this. What is a trend of heat of atomization? Directly questions are given, which of the following is having highest heat of atomization, lowest, or highest density, lowest density, melting point and boiling point. So you make note like this, easily we can identify. Instead of reading from the textbook, you make a note. So it is easy to remember in case of D block. See, every time in G mains, colors of the ions, colors of the precipitates are given. So learn from NCERT tables. So read all NCERT tables in case of physical chemistry as well as in inorganic. D block, learn the colors. One question easily we can do, which of the following is colored or which of the following is colorless. That is based on the configuration. Remaining, it is a little bit difficult. That's why whatever is given in the textbook, try to remember. So NCERT tables compulsory in all areas, whether it is organic or inorganic or physical. Whatever table is given, please learn those tables. In case of conductance, give the order of conductance, one table is given. So learn from tables of NCERT. In coordination compounds, focus on exceptions. You know the concept, you know everything in coordination compounds, you may lose mark in such cases. See the exceptions. Generally, ammonia is treated as strong ligand, but in case of 3D series, M+2 state, it behaves as weak ligand. If it is weak ligand, more number of unpaired electrons, then it is outer orbital complex, high spin complex. So in case of coordination compounds, wherever exceptions are there, focus on them. I repeat this one, ammonia is strong ligand or intermediate ligand, but in case of 3D series, M+2 state behaves as weak ligand. So there you consider that as a weak ligand and then we'll get high spin complex. In the same way, water is treated as weak field ligand, but it behaves as a strong field. Here, cobalt +3, note this point. So based on that, magnetic behavior, everything changes. So focus on these exceptions. So these exceptions, these problems only for 3D series. But in case of heavy elements, 4D, 5D, 6D, irrespective of strength of the ligand, always low spin complex, inner orbital complex. There is no ambiguity, that is based on delta value. So these exceptions are applicable for 3D. In case of 4D, 5D, 6D, any ligand, we can take it as low spin complex or inner orbital complex. In the same way, one more example, nickel carbonyl. Here common mistake. Carbon monoxide is a strong ligand. Without writing configuration, we will write it as DsP2. Square planar, which is wrong. So once we write the configuration and see. Blindly, don't write based on the strength of the ligand. Here nickel is in D0 configuration. That's why no electron is available in d orbital. Hence it is sp3 but not dsp2. So while writing the hybridizations, once check the configurations. So be careful about these exceptions in case of coordination compounds. Here also once go through the colors table. All NCERT tables are important. Don't ignore NCERT tables. Don't ignore NCERT examples. So in case of P block, you prepare chart like this. This is a quick recollection of all periodic trends. So general periodic trends, anyhow you can learn from the periodic table. If you prepare chart like this, we can understand wherever ambiguity is there, wherever irregularity is there. Here, irregularity. So most of the irregularities we can find in 3rd A and 4th A. So these are irregular trends from the periodic properties. You make table like this, all atomic radius, ionic radius, IP, electronegativity, melting point, boiling point, density, SRP values, electron affinity and stability of oxidation state. Everything, total all groups are covered in case of P block. Quick revision is possible from this. You make note like this. Next, nature of the oxides, which is very important part of chemistry. See whether the given oxide is acidic, amphoteric, basic or neutral. You may get these questions in multiple choice or in numericals. How many of the following are amphoteric, or acidic or basic? So group wise, you prepare chart like this. For example, 3rd A, first one acidic, B2O3. Second and third, aluminium and gallium, amphoteric. Indium and thallium, basic. That shows clearly down the group, acidic character decreases, basic character increases. In this way, you prepare nature of oxides in all groups so that easily you can recollect. In case of 4th A, 5th A, 6th and 7th. See. We have 4 neutral oxides. Carbon monoxide, N2O, NO, H2O. These are neutral. Then you see what are the amphoteric, acidic. These are the oxides of P block. Like this, you prepare oxides nature from D block, mainly from 3D series. In the same way, acidic nature of oxyacids, oxidizing power of oxyacids. Next, in case of oxyacids, basicity is important. Remember, in case of 5th A group elements, phosphorus oxyacids, different basicity is there. Monobasic, dibasic, tri, till tetrabasic. But all sulfur oxyacids are dibasic. So, finally, easily we can write basicity is 2. The same way, chlorine oxyacids are monobasic. Only we have to remember in case of phosphorus oxyacids. From all inorganic chapters, you prepare hydrolysis products. So, oxides, These are halides, 5th A group. Next, oxides of 6th A. Then, interhalogen compounds. You observe one thing here. In case of interhalogen compounds, smaller halogen is giving hydride, bigger halogen is giving oxy acids corresponding to their oxidation states. Smaller one, hydride, bigger one, oxy acid, and corresponding to their oxidation states. See here example, chlorine plus 3, fluorine minus 1. Like that, easily we can identify the hydrolysis products in case of interhalogen. See here, list of 5th A group oxides, halides, list of 6th A group oxides, interhalogen compounds, and then 0 group elements. This partial hydrolysis also. See, important points, focus on formula units. Learn formulae thoroughly, apply them in proper way. Sign convention, NCERT tables and examples. Approximation saves time in multiple choice questions. Read NCERT textbook. NCERT textbook is enough to write JEE mains examination. And generally JEE mains questions are direct questions. So don't overthink, don't apply JEE advanced level concept. Most of the questions are direct questions. By seeing them easily we can answer. So chemistry is not difficult. It is maximum marks scoring subject, your rank deciding. So respect chemistry, love chemistry, that gives you good returns. All the best.